You have seen the ads. A hose-end bottle, usually dark green or black, with a name that promises your neighbors will be jealous. $40, sometimes more. Spray it on tonight. Wake up tomorrow to a lawn that looks like a golf course. And here is the thing that is going to annoy you. It mostly works. That is not a scam product. Your lawn really will go darker within about a day. But if you turn that bottle around and read the panel on the back, you find out why in about 10 seconds. And once you know, you cannot unsee it. The thing doing the work in almost every one of those bottles is iron. That is it. That is the secret. Iron, in a form your grass can absorb through the leaf blade, plus a small amount of nitrogen, plus a lot of water, plus a label design that cost more to develop than the ingredients inside. And iron, bought as iron sulfate at a farm supply store, runs about $12 for a tub that will last you multiple seasons. Per application, on a normal suburban lawn, you are looking at roughly $2. Now, before you go pour out the bottle you already bought, I want to be very clear about something, because I am not going to pretend this is a simple story where the expensive thing is a ripoff and the cheap thing is always better. There are 3 specific situations where that $40 bottle is genuinely the smarter purchase, and one of them is going to apply to a lot of you. I will get to all 3, and I will not soften them. But first let me show you how to read the label, because this is a skill that pays for itself every single time you walk down that aisle for the rest of your life. Every legitimate lawn product sold in this country has a panel on the back called the guaranteed analysis. It is a legal requirement. The manufacturer has to tell you, by percentage, what is actually in the container. On a liquid greening product, you are typically going to see something like this: a nitrogen number, often small, maybe 2 or 3%, sometimes up around 6, and then further down, in the micronutrient section, a line for iron. That iron number is usually somewhere in the low single digits. Those 2 numbers are the entire product. Everything else on that label is describing what carries them. Now here is the math nobody does at the register, and it takes about 15 seconds. Take the size of the bottle. Say it is a 32-ounce concentrate. Multiply that by the iron percentage. If the label says 5% iron, then 32 ounces times 5% gives you about 1.5 ounces of actual iron in that bottle. 1.5 ounces. For $40. Now walk over to the farm supply store and pick up a 5-pound tub of iron sulfate. That is 80 ounces of product, and iron sulfate is roughly 20% iron by weight, so you are holding about 16 ounces of actual iron. That tub costs somewhere between $11 and $15. 16 ounces of iron for $12 against 1.5 ounces of iron for $40. I am not going to give you a precise multiplier, because bottle sizes and percentages vary, and yours will be different from mine. Do the arithmetic on your specific bottle, but you are going to land somewhere in the range of 20 to 30 times more expensive per unit of the thing that actually turns your lawn green. So what is the rest of the bottle? Water, mostly. Liquid concentrates are heavy because they are largely water, and you are paying to ship that water across the country and store it on a shelf. A small amount of nitrogen, which does contribute. Nitrogen greens grass too, just by a completely different mechanism, and I will come back to that because it matters. A surfactant, which is a wetting agent that helps the spray spread across the leaf and stick instead of beating up and rolling off. That is genuinely useful, and it is doing real work. And then usually some combination of seaweed extract, kelp, humic acid, fulvic acid, amino acids, or molasses. These are the ingredients that get the most space on the front of the bottle, and the least space in the guaranteed analysis, and that ordering tells you something. Some of them have real effects on soil biology over time. None of them is what makes your lawn green overnight. Let me explain why iron does that, because when you understand the mechanism, the entire product category makes sense. The green in grass is chlorophyll. Grass cannot build chlorophyll without iron. Iron is not part of the chlorophyll molecule itself, It is the key that unlocks the assembly line that produces it. Now, here is the part that catches people. Your soil almost certainly has iron in it. Most soil does. The problem is availability. When soil pH climbs toward alkaline, iron locks up chemically into forms roots cannot take in. It is right there in the ground, and the plant cannot reach it. So when you spray dissolved iron directly onto the leaf, you are going around the whole soil problem. The blade absorbs it, the chlorophyll factory starts back up, and the color arrives. How fast? Inside 24 hours you see it start. It deepens over 2 or 3 days, peaks somewhere around day 3 to 5, and then holds for roughly 3 to 4 weeks before fading. And that is the same timeline whether you paid $40 or $2. It is the same nutrient doing the same job in the same plant. Which brings me to the word on the front of those bottles that does more selling than anything else, and it is worth understanding why it works. Overnight. That word is technically honest. Foliar iron genuinely does start showing inside a day, and there is nothing else in the entire lawn care aisle that changes your yard that fast. A bag of granular fertilizer takes a week and a half. Seed takes 3 weeks. Soil amendments take seasons. Iron takes a night. So the marketing department did not invent that claim. They found the one product in the category that could honestly make it, and they built the whole bottle around it. But look at what the word does to you at the shelf. Overnight bypasses the part of your brain that compares prices, because you are not buying a nutrient anymore. You are buying the feeling of walking outside tomorrow morning to a different lawn. Nobody price checks a feeling per ounce. That is not a criticism of the companies. It is a well-made product, honestly marketed, that happens to carry an enormous markup on the one thing inside it that matters. Both of those things are true at the same time, and knowing that is what lets you decide for yourself instead of being decided for. Now let me give you the 3 situations where the expensive bottle wins, because I promised and because I would be lying by omission if I skipped them. The first is staining, and this one is real. Iron sulfate will stain concrete. It stains pavers, brick, stone, stucco, and it will absolutely put rust-colored marks on light-colored siding. Those marks are stubborn. Many of the premium bottles use chelated iron instead, which is iron wrapped in a protective molecule, and chelated iron is significantly less aggressive about staining. If your lawn is a narrow strip surrounded by decorative concrete and your house is cream-colored, that difference alone might be worth $40 to you. The second is soil pH. Chelated iron is specifically designed to stay available in high pH soil. If you are in a genuinely alkaline region and you want iron to work in the soil rather than just on the leaf, chelated is the better chemistry, and it is not close. Iron sulfate is a leaf treatment. Chelate can be both. The third is convenience and margin for error. That bottle screws onto your hose, you walk the lawn, you are done. Nothing to measure, nothing to dissolve, no straining, no clogged nozzles, and it is very hard to burn your lawn with it, because the dilution is done for you. Iron sulfate requires you to measure correctly, dissolve fully, and not overdo it. Overdo it, and you do not get a greener lawn, you get patches that go gray, and then genuinely black. So if you have a small lawn, alkaline soil, a lot of hardscape, and you value not thinking about it, the bottle is a defensible purchase, and I am not going to tell you that you were fooled. But if you have a normal-sized lawn, mostly grass, and you are willing to spend 5 minutes measuring, you are paying an enormous premium for packaging and convenience. And that gap between what something costs and what it actually does is basically the entire reason this channel exists. I have been putting all of it in one place at backyardverdict.com, sorted by what you are actually trying to fix, rather than by which video it happened to be in. So you can check a rate or a price comparison in 10 seconds instead of scrubbing through a 20-minute video looking for one number. There is a QR code on screen if you are watching on a TV. Nothing to sign up for. Now, let me give you the cheap version properly. because the details are where people go wrong. You want iron sulfate, which you will also see labeled ferrous sulfate. Farm supply, feed store, or agricultural supply. You want the granular or crystal form, not a liquid, because liquid means you are paying to ship water again. A 4 to 5 pound container typically runs $11 to $15. The rate. Write this down, because this is the number that decides whether this works or ruins your weekend. 1 cup of iron sulfate treats approximately 4,000 square feet of lawn. 1 cup, not 1 cup per gallon. 1 cup for 4,000 square feet of grass. If your lawn is 8,000 square feet, use 2 cups. If you are doing a small strip, use half a cup. That distinction matters enormously. A cup dissolved into a single gallon and sprayed over a small area is a wildly excessive concentration, and what you get from that is not a green lawn, it is a black one and a driveway you will regret. For water volume, you want roughly 1 to 2 gallons of spray solution per 1,000 square feet. So for that 4,000 square foot lawn, 1 cup of iron goes into somewhere between 4 and 8 gallons of water, depending on how much your sprayer puts down. That works out to roughly 2 tablespoons of product per gallon in the tank, which is a mild, safe, effective concentration. If this is your first time, run it at half strength, half a cup over 4,000 square feet. You can always increase next time. You cannot unblacken a lawn. Mixing. Fill your sprayer halfway with water first, then add the measured iron, then agitate until the crystals are completely dissolved and the water has gone a uniform amber color, with nothing gritty settling at the bottom. Then top off with the rest of your water. If you have any doubt about whether it all dissolved, pour it through a paint strainer or a scrap of window screen on the way in. Undissolved crystals clog nozzles, and a clogged nozzle mid-pass gives you a striped lawn, dark where it sprayed and pale where it sputtered. Timing. Evening or early morning. Not midday, not in direct blazing sun, ideally under about 85 degrees, and not when the lawn is already sitting in drought stress. You are asking a leaf blade to absorb a mineral solution, and a blade that is curled and defensive in 95-degree afternoon heat is not absorbing much of anything. After you spray, let it dry on the leaf. This is foliar uptake, so you want that solution sitting there working. Do not water it in. Give it 2 to 4 hours to dry, and if you can hold off on irrigation until the next day, better. Check the forecast, because a thunderstorm an hour after you spray means you just watered your lawn with expensive nothing. And the staining. Before you start, hose down every hard surface bordering the area, because wet concrete absorbs far less. Shut your nozzle off before you swing across a walkway, not while you are over it. And the moment you finish, hose down everything nearby. 30 seconds of prevention. Wear gloves and old shoes. Now let me answer the question that always shows up in the comments on videos like this, because it is a good question, and the answer is genuinely interesting. Why does it fade after 3 or 4 weeks? 2 reasons, and neither is a defect in the product. The first is that you are mowing it off. Foliar iron is in the leaf blade. Every time you cut the lawn, you are physically removing a portion of the treated tissue and exposing newer growth that never got treated. Faster growth means faster fade. The second is that this is a cosmetic treatment, not a correction. If your lawn is pale because your soil pH has locked up the iron that is already down there, spraying the leaf does not fix the soil. It papers over the symptom beautifully for a month. Then you are back where you started. And that is true of the $40 bottle too. Nobody is selling you a permanent fix in a hose end sprayer. If your lawn goes pale year after year no matter what you feed it, the actual answer is a soil test. $20, and it will tell you more about your yard than any product label or any video, including this one. Iron sprays are a very good bandage. I use them every season, but know which one you are buying. So here is your weekend. Saturday morning, before you do anything, go look at whatever lawn product you already own and turn it around. Find the guaranteed analysis. Find the iron percentage and the nitrogen percentage. Multiply the container size by those percentages and see what you actually paid for. I want you to do this once, on a product you own, because it changes how you shop permanently. Then go to the farm supply store and ask for iron sulfate, granular. Budget $11 to $15. If you do not own a pump sprayer, a 2-gallon one runs about $25, and you will use it for a dozen other things. Saturday evening, once the sun is off the grass, hose down your driveway and walkways. Measure your lawn honestly. Pace the length, pace the width, multiply. Then measure your iron at 1 cup per 4,000 square feet, or half that on your first run. Dissolve it properly, walk it in an even overlapping pattern the way you would mow, and then rinse every hard surface within reach. Sunday morning, go outside with your coffee. It will already be starting. By Tuesday it is deep. By Wednesday, somebody asks what you put down. Total cost for that application, on 4,000 square feet, is about $2 of product. The tub goes back on the shelf for next month, and the month after that, and probably next season. Now I want 2 things from you in the comments, and both are specific. First, if you own one of those bottles right now, turn it around and tell me the 2 numbers. The nitrogen percentage and the iron percentage, plus the bottle size and what you paid. I want to build a list in these comments of what the actual cost per unit of iron is across the different brands, because as far as I can tell, nobody has ever put that side by side, and it would be genuinely useful to everybody reading. Second, if you have used both, the bottle and raw iron sulfate, tell me honestly whether you could see a difference in the result. Not in the convenience, I already know the bottle is easier, in the actual color of the grass. Because my position in this video is that the plant cannot tell where the iron came from, and if a bunch of you tell me you saw a difference, I want to know about it and I will say so in the next video. I read all of them, and the corrections I have made on this channel have all come from people in these comments who took the time. Next time we are getting into the fall seeding window, and the one preparation step that decides whether your grass seed comes up at all. If your lawn is thin, that video matters more than this one, because a dark green thin lawn is still a thin lawn. Go turn a bottle around, 10 seconds, and you will never shop that aisle the same way.